Coming to you from Seattle tonight, where the roof at Safeco Field has been closed for comfort. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Oakland A's and the Seattle Mariners. Mariners baseball starts right now. Nate Carnes, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, his batting average against this year is under 250. He's really had his way with the offense.
And there you see Coco Crisp now as he stands in to get this one underway.
Leading off for Oakland, the left fielder, number 4, Coco Crisp.
First pitch tonight is looked at for strike one as we get underway at 7:11 p.m.
First pitch, 7:11.
Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Right side. Cano has it. Throw will take care of Coco at first as he's retired for the first out of the game.
In the second spot tonight, the center fielder, number 1, Billy Burns.
At the plate, Billy Burns, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
Out in front of it, strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. Chopper, right side of the infield. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
2 quick ground ball outs. Nothing to it. This game's easy.
Stephen Vogt will stand in now, and as you take a look at the splits, his numbers compare unfavorably once he leaves the comforts of home. Up and in for ball one. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Well, Johnson has been known to have a little bit of a floating strike zone at times. You know, sometimes he's dead on with the corner pitches, and other times he's a little stingy. That same thing could be said.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Slapped hard the opposite way. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. A's nothing. M's coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Kendall Graveman, a right-hander from Alabama, gets the starting assignment. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, something to watch for in this one. Right-handed hitters are hitting over 300 against him, so he's looking to change that trend here in this one.
Leonis Martin comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Mariners, center fielder, Leonis Martin.
And he lays off there, 1-0. And Eric, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And they got both the series and the road trip off to a good start with the win yesterday, so they'll be aiming to keep it going here.
High with the cut fastball, and he's behind 2-0. And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch he'll lean on it, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
You know, there's no such thing as a routine grounder with this guy. If you take your time, he's going to be safe. He'll beat it out. So that's a nice job of getting rid of it quickly and getting him at first base.
Here's Seth Smith now. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 4 home runs and 16 RBIs. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
1 out, nobody on. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Smoked on the ground left side. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Oh, and that's a good sign right there. They're really hoping to get him going out of that 2 spot. And he comes through big time right here with a first inning single.
Robinson Cano will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. First offering on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Danny Valencia will get his first shot here, and you can see he's got that average up near the 330 mark to begin playing.
Well, when you look at what this guy's done so far, Matty, he leads this ball club in average. He's been a huge part of their offense so far this season.
Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. And that one misses here as he falls behind the Oakland third baseman. 2-1 now. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Chris Davis is on deck. And he drops a change in on him there, and that'll run it full 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Chris
Davis gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
And you know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
The 0-1. No swing on the knuckle curve, even at 1-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Martin on the move, but he won't get there. It falls in. The relay. Oh, and the throw is in and out of the glove.
Well, the average is clearly not where he wants it to be, but you wouldn't know it by that swing right there. Pitch selection has been a problem for him, but this is right out over the plate. And this might help him get back into a positive state of mind.
Yonder Alonso will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Oh, and he had a pitch to hit right there, and don't think he doesn't know it. He may not get a better one the rest of the night.
A couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike one or strike two, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike three, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
Standing in now, Marcus Semien. As he'll take a look at ball one. He'll enter play with that batting average still shy of the 220 mark. 10 home runs and 19 driven in. Drilled to first. Fielded cleanly by Lind. Iannetta puts down the tag. He is out at home plate.
Yeah, and I think, you know, with one away here, you're taught that this is the right idea. Even if you get tagged out, you have first and third with two away. If you stay, you have second and third with two away. So there's not much of a difference. So you might as well try to score anyway. No dice here, though.
Into the box, Chris Coghlan. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. The batting average clearly not where he wants it to be. 5 homers and 11 RBIs. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Outside, 3-0 now. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
That's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Yeah, and this has been the big concern with this guy over the last couple seasons. He's prone to getting hurt by the base on balls. Already that's 2 walks here in the early going, and that's something that he's going to need to get a handle on pretty quick.
Coming to the plate now, Jake Smolinski, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. In the inning, a couple of walks, but no damage. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Nelson Cruz strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, that's not a real favorable call for him right here. It's one thing when you're facing a lightweight hitter up there, but facing a guy like this, the difference between 1-1 and 0-2 is huge.
Here it comes on 1-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Burns on the run, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he will pull in here with a leadoff double.
And this is a good sign that he might be ready to break out of this slump of his. I can almost guarantee you that he talked about this with his hitting coach. Take the ball the other way. Use the whole field. You can do that, good things will start happening.
Kyle Seager will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He's at second with his 9th 2-base hit of the year. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. No one out with a runner at second. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Coughlin ranging into shallow right. Makes the play, 1 away.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it. So he stays with it and pulls it in.
Adam Lind will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, he hasn't played very well all season, and if you look at his last 10 games, he's only had 4 hits in those 10, so what's he doing to help?
Hard hit ball to second, and that's through, a base hit. Here comes Cruz around the bag at third. Now a long throw home, and they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Batting seventh, catcher,
Chris Iannetta will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes. Runners on first with one down. That's inside. 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 2-1. And ooh, that strike zone's getting a little inconsistent now. It's 2-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. 3-2 now.
Now you've got a run already in, another runner on first. You got to think this has to be a fastball here.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And another foul ball. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And he'll take it to the bag for the out. And there's your unassisted double play. M's pick up a run on 2 hits. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The Mariners are on top, 1-0. So it's back to the top of the order now. And here's the left fielder, Coco Crisp.
The left fielder, number 4, Coco Crisp.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Martin moving to his left. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Boy, they're just making life easy for this guy. Swinging on the first pitch of the inning. Pretty routine fly ball. It's been a cakewalk here early on.
Digging in to try it again, Billy Burns. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now a bunt attempt here. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Bases are empty. One man out. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Thought about it, but he holds up on the knuckle curve. 1-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Up next for Oakland, catcher
Stephen Vogt stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he was pretty unlucky last time because he squared up that fastball nicely. So we're going to have to see if they still come at him with hard stuff.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A's are gone in order. They still trail 1-0. Sean O'Malley digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
The shortstop, Sean O'Malley.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Now the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Coughlin scoops it up, and a good throw gets him one gone.
And you know, against a lot of second basemen, this is going to be an infield single. But watch how he fields this thing and then maneuvers his body into a good throwing motion and unloads it quickly to get his man.
Nori Aoki will stand in now as we take a look there at his splits between April and May. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Here's a 1-0 cutter that's low, 2-0. Now a cut fastball finds the target, 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. 2-1 pitch is a cut fastball taken for strike 2.
And you can see him shaking his head out there. I think he felt that one was a little bit low. And you know what? He may have had a case.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Valencia ranging into the outfield. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
And this looked for a second like it might be trouble off the bat, but that's a great job by a corner infielder of ranging back to make that play.
Here's Leonis Martin. As he's first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Mariners, but they're up 1-0. Danny Valencia is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Aoki going back at the track, the wall, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and the A's are back to even now. It's 1 apiece.
And about the only silver lining to this one from a defensive standpoint is the fact that it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. So you can survive it when this guy's hitting just solo shots. It's when he's doing his damage with 2 or 3 guys on base that things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
The batter, number 2.
Here's Chris Davis now,
Designated hitter.
as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Baseman number 17, Yonder Alonso.
Yonder Alonso digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Into the windup and the pitch. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swung on and chopped up the middle. A bare hand play by Cano. It's there and he's out.
Wow, made it look easy. And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy, we forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. On the ground to the left side, there is Seager. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the A's come back to even things up thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up, all even at 1 apiece. Seth Smith is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Fielder, Seth Smith.
Toss started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Smith is retired, and there's 1 away.
Oh, this one could have been trouble. But that's a nice play behind the plate to clear himself of the runner and then make a good throw on to first base to get the put out.
Here's Robbie Cano now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. One out, nobody on. Lifted into center field. Burns giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Nelson Cruz strides in here. He scored a run after doubling to get on base in his first at-bat.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
That ball's headed for the gap in left center, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Third baseman number 15.
And this is how you break out of a cold streak. This is his 2nd hit of the ball game, and this one goes for extra bases. And you can see that confidence is slowly starting to come back at the plate.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Well, you see there on the graphic, that's now 10 doubles for him on the season. Hit hard toward the right side. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. Here comes Cruz around the bag at third. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Well, time for another old baseball cliche. It's a game of inches. And it was on this ball. Take a look at how close this is to the foul line. And this is not a fair ball by a whole lot, but I guarantee you he'll take it. He pulls into second with an RBI double.
Here's Adam Lind as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. That's 12 doubles now on the campaign. 2 out here and a runner at second. Ground ball right side. On to the bag with it himself is Alonso, and that's out number 3. Mariners get one on this swing by Kyle Seager. We played 4. It's now 2-1 Mariners. Chris Coughlin heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And a fastball down low as that one just about got away from him. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Tap foul at home plate. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And now on the mound after the leadoff walk, you put yourself in a situation where you're going to give these guys a good chance to get that run right back. I mean, here's where he'll need to try to get the next guy to hit something on the ground.
Now to the plate, Jake Smolinski. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Here's Coco Crisp standing in. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Trying to hold the lead. And this is hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
And you can see the pitching coach heading for the mound. And this is nothing more than just trying to reassure your guy and give him a chance to compose himself. He's been great so far, so there's no reason to think that he can't work out of this.
Billy Burns will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit still hasn't shown up yet. And like you say, you've got the bases loaded. You just wonder how many more of these opportunities are you going to get?
He's set. Here it comes. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1.
Kind of interesting to see how he's going to respond to this situation that he's worked himself into.
Yeah, he hasn't found himself in too many tough spots, but he's got one now.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Now this is popped up. Room, however, for Iannetta behind the plate. And he's retired, one away.
And now that would have fallen under the infield fly rule if it was a fair ball. But no matter, he goes over to make the catch here in foul territory.
In now, Stephen Vogt. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Smith to the track. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And Coughlin beats the throw home, safe at the plate.
Now, I'll tell you what, guys, he did not miss a grand slam by a whole lot. He'll wind up getting the sacrifice fly in the RBI, but you see just how close this ball came to getting out of here.
Standing in now, Danny Valencia, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Looking to minimize the damage here. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, he's got a big pitch coming up here. That would be huge if he could get out of this with the game still even.
Two runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, well, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Knuckle curve, and he can't ring him up as it goes to 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. He struck him out, and it could have been worse. The inning over with only a run coming across to score. 2 hits lead to a run here for Oakland. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Chris Iannetta comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Catcher, Chris Iannetta.
He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
The count is 1-2.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Push to the right side, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. So with the leadoff man aboard to begin the inning, let's call on our daily feature, This Date in Baseball History. Sean O'Malley stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Sacrifice attempt here. But a strong throw gets him at second, so the sacrifice does not pay off here.
Just heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just one at second.
Here's Nori Aoki, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
A couple of tight pitches here to start this at bat. You can't really say you're getting squeezed, but he's not really getting any help either.
Here it comes, 2-0. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. All even now, 2-2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, that pitch is so low and such an easy take that you basically waste that opportunity you had on 2-2.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
And you know, as a hitter with the runner at first and 1 out, I think I'm going to see something down in the zone because I know they want me to hit into a double play. Instead, they go ahead and they challenge him up, and I don't think he was expecting that.
Here's Leonis Martin, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, he can forget it.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive, but this will be foul. Man at first with 2 out in a 2-2 ball game. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. And that misses 2-2. Drilled on the ground to short. Simeon's there, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Mariners leave 1 through 5, all even at 2-2. Chris Davis will stand in to start things for Oakland in their half of the 6th.
Chris Davis.
And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-1. They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Got in his kitchen big time right there.
And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1-2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Here's Yonder Alonso. And she'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. 0-2, here it comes. That misses. 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
That's now 3 straight strikeouts going back to last inning. Whatever he's throwing, it's working up there.
Marcus Semien stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First pitch on its way. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Oh, he's got him eaten right out of the palm of his hand now. 2 strikeouts already here in the inning, and now he gets the third guy to go after a first pitch out of the strike zone.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Seth Smith will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips.
Seth Smith.
Now some action in that Oakland bullpen as it looks like a lefty started to get it going down there. Ripped on the ground to first. Alonso is there, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The batter, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Leadoff man gone now for Robinson Cano. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses for ball one. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Called strike at the knees, 1-1. One out, nobody on. Squared that one up just a little late. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Smolinski is camped under this one, and that's out number 2.
Now batting.
This crowd oohs and ahs every time this guy hits a fly ball. But he didn't get all of that one, and it's pretty much a can of corn.
Nelson Cruz steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
And remember, he jumped all over that first pitch, so don't be surprised if he does it here again.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Valencia is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We're through 6 full, and we are tied 2-2. Welcome back to Safeco Field here in Seattle. All tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. Chris Coughlin will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Hit hard to short. And that's going to get through into left. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
Jake Smolinski will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. In there, no balls and a strike.
Oh, he's really kept himself in the game here by throwing first pitch strikes to about 70% of the batters he's faced. That's kept him in the ball game and kept his team in the ball game.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
And this might be one of those situations where if you've been around the plate a lot, umpires, they'll reward you with a call that you maybe wouldn't have gotten earlier.
The 0-2 delivery. Takes something off, but it's 1-2 now. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Aoki is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
He continues to pitch well out there. Here's his pitch breakdown so far.
So a runner at first now with one away, and it's back to the top of the lineup here for Coco Crisp. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get two. Gonna be a tough play, and he'll just step on first here to take the Shure out.
Yeah, you know, I think if you're more than a step or two away from the bag, your best bet is just to go to second with this ball. Here he just takes a little too much time getting to the base to have a realistic shot at two.
Billy Burns will stand in for the fourth time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
Two and one after the foul ball there. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
Line to the right side. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. One left for Oakland. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Kyle Seager steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the seventh.
Third baseman, Kyle
First
Seager.
delivery to him on the way. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Ripped down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
You know, and these guys could have used a few more long at-bats like this one earlier on in this game. Then maybe this starter would have been out of the game by now.
Now a cut fastball that almost had a little too much cut as it nearly ran in and got him.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, guys. That is a great at-bat to start off an inning. You got a guy out there on the mound burning through pitch after pitch, just trying to finish this guy off, and he never could do it.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first, and the best he can do is a no decision in this one.
Your attention, please. Now
so with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. Adam Lind will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with the runner at first and nobody out. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. And this is swung on and missed by Lind as he falls behind 0-2 now.
Now he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, that's all about playing the percentages there. They bring the left-hander out of the bullpen to get the better matchup, and he obliges with the big strikeout.
Here's the catcher now, Chris Iannetta, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
The 1-0 delivery. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Drilled right back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Well, that's the frustrating thing for a sinker baller. When you get the ground ball you need and it finds a hole. Now he's got 2 men on to deal with and only 1 away.
Stepping in now, Sean O'Malley, as he swings and hits a line drive out to left. Coming in is Coco, but this drops for a hit. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only 1 away.
The left fielder, number 8.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Nori Aoki, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game.
Yeah, I think the entire game has led to this moment right here. Now we'll see if he can come through or if the pitcher can somehow get out of this jam.
outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Now the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
That's a huge strikeout right here. Guy in scoring position. He's not out of this inning yet, but that's going to go a long ways towards getting him there. Look at how he's fired up about it.
Leonis Martin will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Now here's a hard hit ball that'll get down into left center field. That's a base hit. 1 run scores. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's 4-2.
Well, this is a spot where you're asking your leadoff hitter to be an RBI guy, and he does the job here, driving home 2 on the RBI single.
Seth Smith steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ballgame right here.
Starts him out with a slider too low for ball 1. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Here he comes on 2-0. Down low, and the clock thickens here. 3-0. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
2 down, runners at first and second. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now.
They've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Fernando Rodriguez will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases loaded jam with 2 men out. Robinson Cano stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. And a ball 1-0. And he misses again to Cano. It's 2-0 now.
You get the sense he's starting to panic a little bit out there. He's not following through on any of his deliveries, and some of his pitches aren't all that close to the strike zone.
Three and 0 now.
Take sign?
That would be a take sign.
Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Three and 1. Here it is. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Here comes the payoff pitch. Launched to right field and deep. Smolinski going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And the runner from second is in to score.
It's kind of a surprise to me that he wouldn't try to go for two on this play. I don't know if he got caught up in his home run trot a little bit too early or what. He's going to wind up on first base here with a single off the wall.
Nelson Cruz gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2.
And it's hard to be patient sometimes when you see your teammates walking up there and having great at-bats. You want to get in on the act too, but you can't go helping a guy out.
Hot shot on the ground is short, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 8th inning coming up. It's the Mariners 6 and the A's 2. Joaquin Benoit will be summoned from the bullpen now, so he'll take over to start inning number 8.
53, Joaquin Benoit.
Stephen Vogt will stand in here. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice to this point.
Catcher, Stephen Vogt.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. A little bouncer. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Look at our line score there from Safeco Field in Seattle. And thus far, local fans have had a lot to cheer about as their Mariners lead this one here in the 8th. Danny Valencia will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, and if you've got him to look at the first pitch up there, why not throw it again? Also let her high. That puts him in a quick 0-2 hole.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And this is swung on and missed. Two are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
And, you know, when you've got a 4-run lead on the mound, get ahead in the count and then make them fish for something. I mean, that's just classic pitching strategy right there.
Chris Davis will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
Outside, 3-0 now. Yonder Alonso would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Kyle Seager digs in. He reached on a walk his last time up and later came around to score. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The pitch. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And sometimes you can mistake being patient for being passive. I mean, unless he was really fooled there, that's a pitch he needs to be swinging at.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
Here's Adam Lind. As he'll swing and lift a foul ball off to the left and out of play. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Burns. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
Now, once the sun goes down here, this place plays like a much different ballpark. Case in point right there. That ball had no carry whatsoever.
Chris Iannetta steps in. He scored after reaching on a single his last time up. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
He's come at him with all off-speed stuff so far, but if I'm at the plate, if I'm hidden, I'm thinking he's going to have to throw a fastball here sooner or later.
Two and two.
And now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
He tried to get him to bite on that pitch, but it was way out of the zone there. It didn't even tempt him. Now he'll need to make a much better pitch here on a 3-2 count.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. He spoils another one, and will do it again. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Count is full. Here's the pitch. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a two-out base runner.
Now batting, shortstop, Sean O'Malley.
Sean O'Malley will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the two-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Two out with the man at first. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. And as it turns out, the two-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. One left for Seattle. They lead it 6-2. Ready to start the ninth as we get a stunning shot there of the Seattle skyline on a great night for baseball. Striding in to start the ninth, Yonder Alonso, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. They'll ride the hot hand on the mound as this man will stay out there after the 1-2-3 inning last time around.
And the more important set of numbers is that he got that 1-2-3 against the guys hitting
first base back, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Well, this ball had two bases written all over it, but you can see it hit squarely off the first base bag, and then it pops right into the air. And that slows it down just enough where the end result is he'll have to hold on at first base.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien. Swinging on the first pitch as this is popped high in the air over toward the right side of the infield. There to play it is Lind, and there's one away.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Now at the plate, Chris Coghlan. He singled his last time up.
And everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Benoit's ready. Here comes the first pitch. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball one. Look out, 2-0 now.
He did not like that one bit. Now, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Two and 0 count, and the pitch. And that one's wide to the mark, ball three.
Well, you know, even 4-run leads have a tendency to disappear when you can't find the strike zone. He's got to figure it out here quick before things get away from him.
Runner at first here, one man out. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. Set. Here's the 3-1. On the ground to short. This could be two. Cano for one. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yep, and one last double play here to end it, and that puts the capper on a good win for these guys, and they really played well.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And this is what you want out of your starter. He gives him 7 strong innings, sets things up perfectly for his bullpen to get the final 6 outs. He's going to walk away with a victory. Good job.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Mariners win it 6-2. Good night from Seattle.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Athletics, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 6 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game trains will be available at the King Street Station, located just north of Safeco Field. Metro Transit buses are also available at stations on First Avenue, Royal Brom Way, and Edgar Martinez Drive.